Hello, welcome to EPSmomentum.com. I welcome you to launch the platform on your browser. And today we are going to go and very quickly create super powerful screeners for stocks that are in true momentum, both earnings and price momentum. And also, we are going to top it up with a scorer. So the ability to rank all those stocks. So not only pick a handful of stocks, but then rank them into the best ones. So without further ado, let's go into the application. You would go straight to the screener, and here we are, and we have plenty of metrics that are there. There's different categories. We can see description, drift, earning per share, estimates, balance sheet, income statement, price analytics, short data, technical indicators, volatility, volume, and so on. So it's very, very diverse and very complete. On the chart here, I just want to illustrate. So let me just remove this data set here. We have plenty of things that you can plot. What sticks out first is the EM score that you see here. Just a reminder for people who are not familiar with our application, EM goes from minus 50 to plus 50. That's your earning momentum. So it tells you the earning, sales, profit margin, and free cash flow power in every single of the stocks you see and every quarter. So you can see every quarter the evolution of that metric. So minus 9, minus 14, minus 16, minus 13, and so on. So unfortunately, this guy has minus numbers, but we can pick anyway. For example, this one AON. Let's see. No, we get some minus here, minus 23. How about Apple? Yeah, minus 8, minus 18. Well, we're not that fortunate. Still minus 16. All right. Well, how about we start filtering on earning momentum and looking at this. So for example, this one here, there you go. 24, 24.2. Right. So here we have 24 on AAOI. And the earning momentum has really started at 17, then 24, and it's going higher up and higher up. The lower part of the chart here is the timing momentum. So this is 5 indicators that all stuck on top of each other. They're very diverse. One is the trend. So it's moving average based and ATR based, so average true range. So it spots if the stock goes beyond its normal volatility level and tend to diverge from its central moving average. The second one is the price momentum slope. So that's really a rate of change. So it's really the acceleration of price, how the price accelerate or not, positively or negatively. So it's a slightly different than the trend. The relative market rank is the relative strength. So it is a metric that is from 0 to 100. So it's a rank. We rank all the score from 0 to 100, and 100 being the best and 0 being the worst. And it really tells you where institutional money is going when fund managers choose to buy Apple versus Meta. They tend to push that relative market rank. So they push Apple's rank versus Meta. So if we click on an Airbnb, we can see, this guy's been very choppy. It's very red and green here. But let's say if we pull up Ameris Bancorp, there you go. So this is a bit more green with a clear trend. The other two are power days. So power days, you see those P here. So we spent some time explaining what the power days are. If you have any question on the platform and on the model, you can go to the markets page, and then you can go to the knowledge lab. And then in another tab, you'll see all the knowledge lab showing. Doesn't show on that browser, but it will show. So the power days is really the price and volume taken together, and we calculated the number of standard deviation from the mean here. And these 5 positive power day have something to do with what's coming up in the several weeks after, which means a rally and a rally and a rally all the way. We have some negative points here, 3 or 4, and then positive again. So we see some green and some reds. And the last one is the EMA. So it's the 2050 cross. So if the 20 is above 50, it's positive trend overall. If it's below, it's negative, and then positive again. So that's that. So this is a more long-term trend, I would say. So having taken all this into account, there's another few things that I want to show you that makes a real difference. So first, the RMR, you can have it as an actual line under the chart. So remember, it's the one between 0 and 100. So that's one. Then the data set. So we have the P ratio, sales, profit margin, anything you want to show here. Let's say you want to see sales and earning per share. We can plot that there, no problem, right? And you can see it growing or shrinking over time. But what you can do as well is you can pull up the earning per share revision score and sales revision score. So this is the revision score. So it's really the estimates revisions. So it's Wall Street revising up or down their estimates on the name. So that is truly unique. You won't find any of that metric elsewhere. So we summarized all of Wall Street sentiment into one line. That makes it really different. So let's carry on with this. This is a metric that we like. So very quickly, in 5 minutes, we are going to create one of the most powerful screening tool and scoring tool that you can find. Let's go there. Watch closely because this is going to go fast, but we will explain. So first, I'm going to clear things up here a little bit so that you see what we're doing. Right. And the first thing I want is so I just have the price and the name. First thing I want is the EM. So earning momentum. We can call it like EM or earning momentum. You have it here. We also have the EM Q-1, so the previous quarter, Q-2, 2 quarters ago. We have sequential increase in EM or decrease in EM. That's actually a pretty good metric. But having a good EM is really really important. So let's set it to at least 0. So I'm putting a criteria here of 0. So that means that at least I want all the positive EM. So I'm getting 1,000 stocks here. The second thing I want stocks that have very nice up sloping price curves, right? So that means an RMR that is significant, relative market rank. And I want that RMR. So remember, 100 means beats all the stocks, 90 beats 90% of the stocks. So I want it to be, let's call it 60. And that would mean that now I have 457 names that are up there, beating at least 60% of the names. So for example, this guy, Advanced Energy Industry, has a 92. It's almost one of the best stocks out there. It beats a lot of the other names, and that's what I like to see. One cool thing also is the RMR 10-day slope. So this is the direction of what the RMR is doing. So for example, watch this one, which is 63, but the RMR 10-day is very high up. What does that mean? Look at that slope here. Look at the slope of that white line. It shoots up. So that means that lately that RMR has been skyrocketing. What we see is the price has been increasing almost 25-30% in less than 2 weeks. So you get a huge push. So you can filter by the 10-day slope, pick the one that are increasing the most, that are not yet in the 90s, but let's say the 71, like the GameStop. All right, so this is like meme stock style, but come on, Volt System, right? So get a nice rally here, nice little bump, Xpeng. Yeah, nice rally here. It's coming around. Freight just made it above the 60, right? So you see what I mean? Like really pushing 89. Again, nice bump here. So again, this is useful. You can use it, but let's stick to the RMR. The revisions. So the revisions is RS, revision score. So we take the revision in value and we have the revision in percent. Let's take the revision in value. So this is what it is. And here I can do 90 days ago, 7 days ago, the current calendar quarter, or the earning day. So I want since the earning day. That means I want since earnings. So that would be from that day here. How much of a revision score do I have? I mean, how many time? Well, it's not really in time, but it's in weight, right? So when it says 10.8, it means that it's been revised by 10 points, that revision score. If it's minus 7.1, it means that it's been decreased. So I am not going to be that stringent. I'm going to put the last 90 days, and I'm going to just say that I want a positive number, which will cut it from 457 to 302, which is good. And now we get this. So we got the earning momentum, we get the relative market rank, we have the revisions, positive revisions. What I want is I want a positive power day. So really the power day trend to be positive, either positive or positive pending, which is about to be confirmed as a positive. So now we have 175 names. I can click on fuel cell. What do I get? I get insane rally here, good revision score, and a decent curve. So next step is, all right, so I have 175 names. I can keep filtering more and more. But what I want to do is give me from these names the 10 best ones or the 20 best ones. The next question is, what do you mean best ones? Best ones in terms of what? So I click on the score here, and what I do with the score is I have some criteria that shows up. So earning momentum, P ratio, and ROE, and what I can do with these is I can score them. So I can put some weight on any of them. I can choose whether it's higher, better, or lower, it's better. And I can, assign some weight and then rank all the stocks that I have here. So this is what I'm going to do. So I am going to click on, say, the earning momentum. It's here already. So I'm going to do higher the better. I'm going to click on the RMR, and I'm going to do higher the better as well. I'm going to click on the EPS revision score, and from the 90-day mark, this is what I want. And I want the higher the better, like we just did. So by default, it equal weights everything, and then I can click on run, and then it will run it, and it will take all those criteria, rank everything, and then I'm ending up with Carvana being the best stocks, Amphenol being the second one, and I quickly see like these stocks are just on fire, going higher up and higher up. Maybe it's even too late to get in. Robinhood, Ubiquity, right? So these stocks are really, really on fire and going up and up. Comfort System, right? So just to summarize, in 5 minutes, we picked up the stocks that are the most bought by institutions. That's the relative market rank, like pushed up in price by everyone, and have the best score, best rank. We have stocks that have the highest return on equity, the highest P. Actually, the P is maybe not something I want. So I remove the P. Let's rerun this. The best EM, so best earning momentum. Earning momentum means best sales growth, best earning per share growth, best acceleration on those metrics, but also profit margin, and free cash flow. So we'll take those 4 metrics. We have the acceleration, and we do a weighting, and off we go. So here we are. Again, our list of names, and of course the best revision estimates that we can have. So, and I forgot to mention on a positive trend. So they're all on a positive trend on the basis of the power days. So you can see power days here, positive power day. There you go, 723 standard deviation, 461 standard deviation, really higher up there. Revisions up. So everything looks rosy for those stocks. That's just the best of the best. So see how easy it is to really create a screener and a scorer now. So screener first and then a scorer. What you can do is you can just save it. You can do scorer test 2 and click on save. And now I see that indicator here tells you it's saved. And off you go. You know, the app ready to go. The other little subtleties here is the weight. So you can play with the weight, and you have to make sure it finishes at 100. So if I put 40% in EM, 10% here, and maybe 10% on the RMR, and I'm at 85. So maybe I need 40. There you go. And now it's 100, right? And I rerun, it re-ranks, and you have a new Moelis is actually now showing up. It didn't show up before. See, it has an RMR of 77, which is great, but it's not in the 90s. But the revisions is truly impressive. The earning momentum is amazing, 29. And the revisions, we put more weight on the revisions, and we can see the slope here. It's truly impressive. Actually, the stock went up like what, 50% in 4 months. So really impressive there. Okay, so I mean, this is what I wanted to cover today. Again, quick and easy one, but this is something that you should pay attention to and use. It's free to get started. You can use that platform for free. Obviously, there's a premium piece where you get access to more models. But yeah, any question, let us know. support@epsmomentum.com, and we're here to help you pick stocks. Thank you very much for the time. Bye-bye.